EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Blue 18. 54 Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check. Crunch. 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 One. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
22 Jet Bomber, 22.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
64. Weak. 6 guys.
Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. Open man is Michael Thomas. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I got you. 3.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Scene 6.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota flush to his right. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. Settles the mic. Hey.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last run. So here is 2nd and 7 from the 28.
Alert 3. Check. Watch out.
Here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First down, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this. Hey, 1-7. Check, Mike, 50.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check. 3.
Wide, get wide.
Check them.
Wide. Exit. I got it.
To throw, Mariota. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
It's a gain of 19. And brings up third down.
Check.
Where are they, team? One. Box track. One. Tighten up.
Mariota from the gun on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Powers through, and he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down, Mariota again. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mariota now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's first and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 99. Check 99.
Running with Kamara. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a third and 8 more. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Right there.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Charlie. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Mariota throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
14, Panthers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mariota now. Going up top. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Check nickel. You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Right there, 54 Mike. Bandit.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mariota again. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Mariota on 1st down. And Blake, the tight end's got it. The 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Motion.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One.
Second and 7 at the Panthers' 9-yard line.
One.
Now Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. 3.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. On play action, they'll throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
First down, Panthers.
Set, ready. Touch man. Get it. Hands him. March 47. March 47. You. Check the backer. Go. Begin. What? Show it. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Exit. 3.
Mariota to throw it. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mariota now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Check safety. Hey, alert three. Motion. Three. We got double.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. 20. And he's got room. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check tight. Check tight. Check 26.
2nd and 4. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Panthers. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here. That's caught. It's Thomas. 12 more yards there and another first down. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Check.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First down, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Mariota. He gets it to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Kamara try the right side. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. One. Safety's creeping. Safety's creeping.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Here's Mariota. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hatchet.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
42. Panthers 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The rookie first-rounder Jonathan Abram there to knock it away. The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
This shot downfield on second down is brought in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And at this stage, down, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Demario Davis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal.
6 guys. 22, jet cover. 22, jet cover.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check me out. Let's go. Mike's by 4.
Throwing here, Mariota gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Mariota. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check, 47. Watch the back.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lucky. One.
Hey, one set. Check.
Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
54. Here it comes.
Mariota here to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
Number 5. First down.
Three.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Scene 6. Mike's by 4. So we got man.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, pick your game up. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
43. Check. 43. Watch the run.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.